Oh, hello. So fast, I haven't finished typing the shit yet. Yeah, so today we're playing Steins again. I have notifications on. I'm a bell killer squad girl. You're a little girl squad. Where I'm setting up the shit. Give me a minute. Well, thanks for having notifications on though. Ha, little girl. Yeah, cause turns out the killer is a little girl, right? Alright. Let's see where we left off last time. Yeah, okay, so yeah, we were... Yeah, we found out, fuck, what happened last time? Yeah, we found out there's a lot of connections going on, and then we have to look for this PC, this retro PC, IBM 5100 something, and then we needed to like decrypt a program written hidden in the CERN server. CERN is supposedly the people who invent time machine in the future. So yeah, we have been telling people like the girl we met last time, the shining finger person, that we are looking for this computer, and then ask her if she has any info, and then she's like, I actually have no info at all, I just want to know where it is. So like, it's kind of disappointing. And then we asked the girl downstairs, the new worker. It seems like she might be not from this time, so I'm surprised. I'm anticipating like what will happen to her, with her. And then what else? Yeah, we asked her, and then she said the only person who know that info was dead. Like she lost the connection already, so in the end she doesn't know, but she wants to know where it is too, of course. And then we met the genius girl again, and then the genius girl is like blah, 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 and then they're like fighting blah blah blah. And then we tempted her to come with us and look for the computer, but my character screwed up in the last second, and I just screwed it up, and then she just went left. Apparently the reason she ran off last time is because she actually hates researching time travel, because his dad is used to be his dad was a scientist, and then he is very fascinated in time travel stuff, blah blah blah, and then he actually researched it, but he became kind of like a laugh stock in the scientific community and all that. So like he like passed away when with this kind of regret in life, something, I guess. And then like being her daughter, she's like, oh, this is sucks, man, like I won't involve myself in this kind of shit, that kind of thing. So that's why she's like leaving, like don't want to talk with us again. Yeah. So and then here we are looking for that computer all on our own, because apparently all the other leads is gone. GG said. Yeah. Okay, so the next day I decided to hit Akiba's computer parts stores. I did as much as I could yesterday after parting with Kuritsu, but no luck. No wonder she's mean. Well, yeah, she's mean to us because we are not like real scientists, right? Like if we are famous in the scientific community, we would have been a livestock too. So of course she wouldn't want to, like, you know, be friends with us. Finding an IBM 5100 is obviously going to be a huge pain in the ass. I'm standing in a narrow tunnel that runs beside the Retican building. Small shops selling everything from motherboards to resistors to vacuum tubes line both sides of the tunnel. The bullies, cool, I guess. It all comes full circle, right? Here lie the vestiges of the old electric town, Akiba's conscience, so to speak. Casual otaku usually avoid stores like this. It's like a holy land that only true fanatics can enter. Not that I'm an expert on computer parts, so you're not the true fanatic. Furthermore, this shop only sells parts, so it's actually kinda silly to be searching for a whole PC here. Still, something about the sight of all this electronics gets my blood pumping. Alright. I have to hide my excitement to maintain my dignity. If a storekeeper yells, "Hey kid, you're 10 years too young for this stuff," then I will have no choice but to run. What the hell? No one would say that, I think. Fortunately, no one has yelled at me yet. In fact, the shopkeepers seem to be ignoring me. They must be more open-minded than I thought. Or maybe they just don't care. Of course they don't care, man. Who the fuck? I mean, if you're buying something, you pay, right? I searched each store in turn, but turned up neither height nor hair of an IBM 5100. The ringing on my phone draws a sharp look from the nearest storekeeper. I forced a smile and rushed outside. Whew, that was close. I probably shouldn't go back there today. Wait, who called me? Should I have answered it? I didn't answer it, and I got an achievement. It says the identity of complete isolation. Oh, ignore the phone call. Oh, apparently I ignored the phone call. Shit, okay. Whatever. I probably shouldn't go back in there today. I take a deep breath to calm myself down. That's when something strange catches my eyes. There's a woman squatting on the ground nearby, her knees against her chest. In her hand is a gaudy purple phone. She is staring at the screen without moving a muscle. Oh, is that the shining finger girl? She's even more conspicuous since nobody else is around. And on further inspection, I realize it's someone I know. Yeah, it's her. Oh, did she call me just now? Shining finger! I call out to her, but she gives me no reaction. Shining finger is just a name I made up, so I guess it's only natural. Her name was Moeko, no. It's Moeka. Finger! I stand in front of her and call her name. Well, the name I gave her anyway, but she doesn't even look at me. Her fingers are typing rapidly on her phone, so she is definitely conscious. But she still looks dead. There is no life in her eyes. Great. I'm actually worried. Despite the heat, she's not sweating at all. Can't you hear me, lady? Who? Ho-in Kyoma, the mad scientist. Imagine calling someone finger. my character and this character is weird too, so like, no comment. She glances at me for maybe half a second, then goes right back to staring at her phone. Who? What? Can't you even remember people's face? Of course, I'm the one who forgot her name. I agreed to help you find an IBM 500, remember? And this is the thanks that I get? She twitches upon hearing the word IBM 500, but she still doesn't look up. Oh, Okabe-kun. It's Hoenn. Ignoring me, are you? Why won't you accept me as Hoenn Kyoma? Send email. What? You send me an email? Hi, Okabe-kun, fancy meeting you here. Moeka. Bruh, I nearly flipped out. Now, sometimes I want to do that too, but wow. Is this really something you should say by email when the person is standing right in front of you? It wouldn't take 5 seconds to say it verbally. I mean, to be honest, she types fast too, so it probably takes her like 2 seconds to type that. She's friendly enough in her emails, but in person she's lump of unsociability. Says you. How can she write funny meeting you here without smiling at all? It makes me think the mails are coming from a different person. She sent you a message instead of talking. Amazing. I know, right? Okay, huh? I suppose it is quite a coincidence. Were you looking through the parts stores too? She doesn't even respond when I ask her a direct question. Another email. Amazing. Is this how you're going to talk? I looked, but I couldn't find anything, Moeka. Amazing. Why won't you speak? Cause it's not funny meeting you. It's not funny meeting me. Like, she don't like meeting me, right, you mean? Well, too hard. Okay. Isn't it harder to type everything out? My yelling does not have the desired effect. Instead of getting her act together, she buries her face into her knees. Great. Amazing. And why is she wearing such a short skirt? If she sits with her knees up like this, I can see everything. Not that there's a problem with that. Amazing. I sighed, then turned and walked away. Kahaha, yeah, I guess. I buy 2 Max coffees from a nearby vending machine. The mails keep coming. Jesus Christ, man. I'm sorry, I apologize. Please come back, Moeka. Aww. Says please don't be mad. Aww. She's uncomfortable for sure, and your character can't read the moment. I think she's just uncomfortable all the time. Like, it's not only my character. Besides, my search has hit a dead end, so I need whatever information she has on the IBM 5100. I can't just go home. Come to think of it, her name was Moeka, right? Remembered when I saw her email. I returned to Moeka with 2 Max coffees in hand. Okabe-kun. Constantly uncomfortable. She's just like, I don't know. Me too. Oh, but I don't think you act like that. I haven't seen anyone in real life that acts like that. I mean, for sure, people, even me, I would want to act like that, but there's just too much things to prevent us from doing that. I understand I don't like talking to people. You understand you don't like talking to people? That's cool. Yeah, but you talk to me now, so that's pretty cool. She's finally on her feet. She glances at me, then breathes a sigh of relief. 1-1? Ugh. She timidly accepts the max coffee I hand to her. With COVID, I think we should just text. Cool. I guess. It might be more effective, but not all of us is shining finger, and not all of us types that quick. Okay, but she doesn't move to open it. I wait for the coffee to cool down, open the tap, and take a sip. Sometimes the sweetness is just what I need. She almost exceeds the screen at the rate she came towards you. Great, right? Need to keep our distance, I guess. Why don't you talk? Emailing is easier. Like hell it is. Maybe she's just afraid of people. That's true. Those auntie uncle will take 1 minute for a message to send. True. And there are phone lags and all that to put into considerations. When I finally consider that, I'm taken aback by my own thoughtlessness. Oh, okay, cool. So my character finally accepts that she's just like not social person. It's abuse that he's asking her to talk. Cool. Yeah. Of course. So that's what it is. Sony experience. Basically, she's afraid of the insane mad scientist Hoyin Kilmer. Oh my god, fuck you, man. Why are you so dumb? My character is fuck, man. Well, I can hardly blame her. In fact, I sympathize. Few indeed can withstand my aura of supreme madness. Bruh. Weird, aren't I? No, you're normal. It's okay to not be social. I like her though. I like her too. So sad that my character is acting like this to her. Really? No matter how disciplined your mind is, you cannot resist. You have nothing to be ashamed of. In this world, there exists something called absolute eternal truth. It's a wall, immovable no matter how much you struggle. Moeka is waifu. Cool. What about Mayuri? Tuturu. That is why people give up, abandon their dreams, choose a different path. But never forget this one thing. You hold within your heart your own Steins. I still don't know what Steins means. Her phone is tiny though. I had a flip phone when I was 10. Cool. I never had flip phones. Flip phone is awesome. Steins kid. My parents had one. Pretty cool stuff. I play it all the time. All people, without exception, possess their own Steins Gate. As long as you have yours, you may follow any path without losing your way, just as I follow mine. Cool. Mayuri is weird, but there's something going on, so I can't blame her. Something going on? What's going on? Moeka nods. Looks like I got her to understand. Does she really understand? But whatever. So, on to business. Do you have any information on the IBM 5100? Moeka answers by shaking her head slightly. How long have you been searching? About 2 months. Where have you looked? And of course Moeka starts to move her fingers at high speed. That's okay. Stores, online auction houses, the usual. I also tried asking on Ed channel. I even walked around Akihabara asking people, or so I say. But I only talked to about 4 people, including you. That face. Moeka. 4 people in 2 months. Well, that's quite the progress coming from her. Even though hordes of otaku comes to Akiba each day. Have you tried talking to PC store employees? They know more than anyone else. Did you mention talking, man? Did you just forget what you said just now? Oh wait, my character is thinking it's only towards him. Bruh. Moeka shakes her head again. She's clearly not cut out for this job. Sincere as she may be, she's just wasting time. The editorial company she works for must be incompetent if they chose her as their investigator. I don't know what the hell. Though I suppose it's also her fault for accepting the job despite her handicap. What is your actual goal? To obtain an IBM 5100 or to investigate the urban legend? Both. I see. In that case, her search is limited to IBM 5100s in Akihabara. But I don't care about the urban legend. I just want to obtain an IBM 5100. My true goal is what comes afterwards. So I don't need to limit myself to IBM 500s in Akihabara. I could just look online. I might be able to get one through auction. That would take time and money though. If I don't find one in another few days, let's consider that option. Where do you plan to search next? That's... I didn't quite hear you. Oh. Poor girl. Moeka types out a mail at high speed. Alright. I honestly don't know where to turn. I've tried everything. Moeka. She's useless. Don't worry. I have a network of informants at my disposal. Finding a retro PC should be no trouble at all. Moeka looks at me for the first time today. I see respect in her eyes. Cool. Have you forgotten who am I? Hoin Kyoma. I will stop at nothing to destroy the system and usher in a new era of chaos. Bruh. That's Okabe-kun's Steins gay. Not Okabe. Hoin. Bruh, alright. After parting with Shining Finger, I go to a nearby PC store to talk to an employee I happen to know. Hey, why didn't you bring her along, man? But naturally, he doesn't know where to find an IBM 5100 either. Apparently, it was easier to find retro PCs 10 years ago, back when there were more underground niche stores. That's why she's scared, LMAO. True. Maybe it's better to not bring her along then. Now those stores are all but vanished, driven out by stricter regulations and the inexorable spread of moe culture. So I can't really say it's Moeka's fault that she's not useful. After all, I'm stumped too, and this is only my second day searching. Hunting for an IBM 5100 on an internet auction site is starting to look more appealing than confining my search in Akiba. But again, that would take time and money. I think the money is more important part. That reminds me, Mayuri called before I met with Shining Finger. Oh, that was Mayuri. Cool. It's rare for the absent-minded Mayuri to be the one to contact me. I'm usually the one to contact her. I wonder what she wanted. Should I try calling her back? But where could she be now? Let's call her back. Mayushi desu. It's me. What's the situation? Oh, Okarin. I just called you. Yeah, did something happen? Actually, try calling Daru-kun. Oh, apparently maybe they found it. What? Why? Daru-kun is at Maker now. You should call him. He'll tell you. Bye bye. Wait, Mayuri. She hung up. Doesn't look like she wants to explain. Alright, let's call Daru then. Hey, I can't call now. Even if I call back Mayuri, we'll probably just say the same thing. Mayuri and Moeka is waifu. Cool. As a girl, the girls are so much more likable. Yeah, they are pretty nice, to be honest, like as a person. Not like a genius girl. Hahaha, Mayuri needs to do her work. Let's do what Mayuri said. Alright, let's call Daru. Hey, what's up? It's me. Report the situation. Okarin? You're the only one who talks like that. Did you hear from Mayushi? Nope. She didn't tell me anything. Well, I'm at Main Queen right now. Mayushi did some investigating. Sounds like Ferris Tan knows about the IBM 500. Oh my god, that girl really? That girl she's just gonna make up some shit, right? Whoa! Nani? Ferris? Don't tell me that Cat Girl and the IBM 500 are connected somehow. I can't even imagine how they could be. I understand your confusion, but apparently there are a lot of retro PCs at her home. Oh, okay. That's some unexpected good news. The tables have turned, and now I'm close to my goal. This too is the choice of Steins Gate. Whatever. I don't get you, man. So, is Ferris there? Of course. Today is Ferris Cup. Ferris Cup? What's that? I think I remember hearing about it, but I never really paid any attention. Yeah, because you were eating your omelette rice. When I showed Ferris Tan an image of IBM 500, she said she donated similar PC to a shrine 10 years ago. Don't know if it is the one we won though. A shrine? She donated it to a shrine? That is an unexpected combination. PCs and shrines, consumer electronics, and ancient Shinto rituals. They're not even tangentially related. I agree. Which shrine? I didn't ask, my bad. Whatever. It is a lead. The only shrines in Akiba are Kanda, Myojin, and Yanabayashi Shrine. I don't know if Ferris was living in Akiba at the time, but at least it's a start. Well, I'm hanging up. The Ferris Cup is about to begin. I see, Daru. I'm sure you can do it. Be sure to win. That's cool. Leave it to me. That's cool. I didn't know my character is such a supportive friend. What the hell is a Ferris Cup anyway? No, not more importantly, the shrine. Finally, we can see that person again. The best character. Kanda Myojin is the larger and more popular shrine. So 9 out of 10 people would choose to donate something there. But when I inquire at the shrine office, nobody knows anything about an old computer. That leaves Yanarolo Shrine. Probably not there either, but I have to try incoming call. Let's take the call. Who is this? What? Oh, I can hear his noise. Wrong number? No, maybe. Ah, yeah. From the organization, aren't you? Is this a warning? You're telling me to stop getting involved with CERN? Ferris Cup is A. Oh my god, that's so sad. I can't tell. I need to see her again. I forgot her look. Huh? Oh, this is what's her name? Genius girl. Makise Kurisu. Is a full woman's voice, and she clearly doesn't understand what I'm talking about. You're not from the organization? No, it's Makise. Makise? Who? I think I remember this voice from somewhere. Bruh, are you serious? Sorry, but I don't remember. Tell me where we met. Paris? Or London? Akihabara! We saw each other yesterday, remember? Yesterday? Makise. Ah. Oh. My assistant. I'm not your assistant. Makise Kurisu. If you don't say Christina, then I have no way of knowing it's you. I am not Christina either. How many times do I have to tell you? You never stop complaining, do you? Whose fault is that? Whose? Wait a minute. How do you know my phone number? Something's not right here. It's not like Kurisu is free of suspicious. She could still be a spy. Hashida-san told me. Oh, that's boring. So what is it? Assistant? Fucking. I said I'm not your assistant. What's the point? Where are you now? I'm headed to Yellow Shrine. Okay, bye then. Great, thanks. Yeah, amazing, thanks. Thanks for the call, Makise. I'm so glad that you are so like cared about me, you know. Whatever. Hey? Huh? What was that? What was that? Is she messing with me? She's messing with me. How dare my assistant treat me like this? I shall scold her most harshly the next time we meet. She thinks she's all that just because she was published in a major journal. So fast. Your accomplishments means nothing to me. What are you talking about? When I arrive at Yanagoro Shrine, I find my assistant waiting there for some reason. She glares at me with her usual frown. What was that phone call about? I just wanted to ask you where you were. And since you said you were coming here, I came. Nobody asked you to come. And yet, here I am. Why is she always in such a bad mood? Because she's around you, man. Because of you. Why did you come to see me? Not because I wanted to or anything. Don't get me wrong. She just keep those abusive words coming. I can't stop thinking about what you said yesterday. What I said? About the IBM 500 and CERN. Of course! You're working for CERN, not the organization. You're here to kill me, aren't you? That's what I thought. You have the face of a killer. But she's the one that got killed though. Are you serious, man? Bruh. What's wrong with my face? How rude. Can you calm down a bit? You're always screwing around. I can't believe you're older than me. True, I agree. Calm down. You don't understand what it's like to live on the run, never knowing when the next assassin will strike. Yana, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, because I can't. It's so mouthful. I don't want to pronounce that shit. So it's Yana. Blah, blah, blah. That's the best way I can pronounce it. All I'm hearing is gibberish. You come here to pick a fight? I just want to know how the IBM 500 and CERN are related. Don't you mean you are interested in CERN's time machine research? Be honest with yourself. Shut up. I'm not interested in time machines at all. More importantly, did you find an IBM 500? That's why I'm here. Kurisu looks up at the shrine. Small archway. A shrine? A shrine? Correct. Then, with perfect timing, a beautiful girl, boy, dressed in Miko garb appears from the nearby shrine office, holding a bamboo broom. Yes, best character is here. Ah, Oka. Kyoma-san. Hello. Lukako. Why don't you have it? Eh? Are you talking about the demon sword Samidare? I thought I told you to carry it all the times. I'm so sorry, but it gets in the way when I'm cleaning, so... What if they attack while you're cleaning? Nobody's going to come to your rescue, you know? Cool, Mayuri, but cuter. I know, right? He's a guy, by the way. He's a guy. He's a guy. He's a guy. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. That's true. I will be more careful from now on. Oh, this is supposedly the disciple of my character. Like, I'm his mentor. Of whatever weird shit they're up to. Hey, what are you two talking about? Lukako finally notices Kurisu and gives me a puzzled look. Who might this be? My assistant. No! What kind of introduction is that? I'm only telling the truth, Christina. You're not a Japanese? I am Japanese. Anyway, Lukako, I need to talk to your father about... Wait! Introduce me properly! You want to be introduced properly? It is unnatural not to be introduced in this situation. I didn't come here to introduce you to Lukako. An introduction wouldn't take more than 10 seconds. What the hell is wrong with you? Please don't fight. Lukako's flustered. Looks like he thinks we are fighting. This is Makise Kurisu, my assistant. Yeah, whatever. Assistant, whatever. Nice to meet you, Makise-san. I am Urushi Luka. Nice to meet you too. How old are you? 17 this year. A year younger than me. Oh, really? Makise-san, you're so grown up. I can't believe we are only a year apart. That means you look old. Bruh, are you serious? Are you fucking serious? She glares at me. No, that's not what I mean, you are very beautiful. Too young? What too young? Who too young? The guy? Thanks. I think you're very cute. Wait, does Makise know he's a guy? But he's a guy. I probably shouldn't tell her that. The shock from learning the truth might be enough to make her go back to America. You are introduced. Happy? Can we move on now? You're such a jerk. Anyway, Lukako, I required an audience with your father. Can you make it happen? Yes, sure. But why do you need to talk to my dad? It's a grave matter that concerns the future of mankind. The future of mankind? I'll go get him. Lukako races into the shrine office. Look at Makise's face. She's like, fuck this shit, man. He believes just about anything and everything I say. It's fucking amazing, man. He's really easy to deal with, unlike my rebellious assistant. Achoo! Oh no. Did I catch a cold? Kurisu's sniffling should keep her too occupied to scold me for a while. Really, that's your best response? Give her a coat or something, man, for fuck's sake. Lukako's father soon appears. Lukako is pretty flustered. He's practically dragging his father behind him. Hurry, Dad, hurry. Slow down a little. If you rush me, I'm going to fall. But the future of mankind is at stake. Oh, wow. Oh, that certainly is serious. I've met Lukako's father several times before. He's a gentle, respectable adult, with the exception of how he raised Lukako. Apparently the reason Lukako wears Miko garb is because of his father requested it. Maybe his dad's a pervert? No, it's not like I mean to mock the Shinto priesthood or anything like that. Hot that too. Quite hot, yeah. Looks cool. Ah, Hoin-kun. It's been a while. Thank you for always taking care of Luca. Wow, he's nice. Wow. He actually plays into the whip shit I'm into. The owner is mine. His name isn't Hoen, it's Okabe. Oh, really? Wow, even the dad doesn't know. Wow, he actually believes it. You there, assistant? Stop making things complicated. I'm just telling the truth. Tish, what did she come here for? Luca told me his name was Hoin. Maybe Luca was just playing a trick on me. That's not it. Dad, Okabe-san is his real name, and Hoin is I am Hoin. Okabe Rintaro is the name your parent gave you, right? Are you denying that? Just be quiet, zombie. Who is a zombie? It is great that you all get along. Really? Luca's dad looks at Kurisu. Are you one of Luca's friends too? Well, please get along with Luca from now on too. As you can see, this child of mine is so delicate. Come on, Dad. It's a bit weird. Oh wait, he said this child, right? Not this guy, right? Wait, I wanna check. This child of mine. Yeah, probably can't tell yet. Kurisu looks like she's going to cry for some reason. What's wrong? Is she upset that Luca's father assumes that she's a friend? Maybe it's because she doesn't have a friend growing up, you know? Kurisu notices my stares and quickly turns away. So, Hoin-kun, did you need me for something? That's right, this is no time for idle chatter. This meeting will shape the course of Ragnarok. The future of mankind is, well, whatever. I'm a mad scientist, not some sort of hero. I explained to Lukako's father how I need the IBM 5100. And then I asked him if that retro PC was donated to Yanaloloshrine. Of course, I don't disclose any classified information like how we plan to hack CERN or how this is all related to time machine research. I don't know if donated is the right word to use, but an old computer was entrusted to this shrine about 9 years ago. No way, really? That's it. That has to be it. Please wait here. I'll go get it. Cool, Dad. Lukako's father comes back in about 10 minutes. Her face is bright red, and he is carrying a large cardboard box. His gait is fairly unsteady. I wonder if he'll be okay. I suppose even a dad is quite like that, like it's in the gene, you know. More delicate. Ooh, it was hard to take out. I think this is what you are looking for. Luca's dad places the box on the ground and takes a deep breath as he rubs his back. Was it that heavy? I thank him and take a look inside. And IBM 500. We found it, guys. We found it. Nice. Some plot. Inside is a simple computer with an integrated monitor. The monitor is only about as big as a GPS screen. I compare it to the IBM 500 image I got from Shining Finger. They look very similar. Look at this. Lukago points to the logo between the tape drive and the monitor. It says IBM 500 portable computer. Nice. Whoa. Finally, I have solved Akiba's urban legend. Well, that was easy. It took Shining Finger so long to get it, and then like me with 2 days. This is the Phantom PC of Akihabara. It is in excellent condition. There's only a thin layer of dust on it. I thought it too, the dad might have a link for this shit. Oh, the delicate shit. Yeah, seems like it. Also, I didn't write the comment just now because it didn't come up. So if it happens, please let me know. I check the comment once in a while. But it looks like we'll need to plug it in to see if it works. Now the problem is whether Lukaku's father will lend it to me. Urushibarashi. I will be blunt. May I borrow this computer? Sure. Seriously? It is okay for a priest just to lend property out like that. Items which were donated to the shrine. It's not donated, right? It's entrusted. But from who though? This is interesting point actually. Like, it feels like it is leaving for me to solve this problem, you know? Like, it's too convenient, right? I've never heard of anything like that. That's why I was expecting him to refuse. When this was entrusted to us, the owner says this. Oh, interesting stuff here. If a young man ever appears and says that he needs this computer no matter what, please lend it to him with my blessings. Huh. Who is Ferris now then? I didn't think it would actually happen, to be honest. I've forgotten about it entirely until you reminded me. I'm happy to lend it to you, Hoin-kun, but please be sure to return it when you're done, okay? Of course. Thank you. I bow deeply, but in my heart I'm grinning like a madman. I can't stop laughing. Things are going better than I anticipated. It's almost like everything's being handed to me on a silver platter. Yes, this is very, very suspicious, you know. Yeah, my character is being too naive. Like, don't you feel weird? Now, CERN's secret will be let bare. We can expose their wicked research and possibly even gather hints on the creation of a time machine. And then I can complete the first time machine in human history. Now, I have to get the IBM 500 back to the lab. But unfortunately, I don't have a car to transport it. In fact, I don't even have a license. The same goes for my assistant. Can't Americans start driving at 16? How come you don't have a license? Is this like Promised Neverland, how they get hints from Ray? From what hints from Ray? I forgot what the hints were. What? Something is wrong with that? I spent all my time doing research. You're wasting your time. You're wasting your youth. I thought so too, until I meet you. Now I realize that I'm doing just fine. Agreed. Touche. Or even my character agrees. No fighting, please. Lukaku's flustered again. Your lifesaver, Lukaku. Thank your father again for me. Hints like how they're being farmed. But what exactly is happening here? Like, yeah, I mean, like, this is a hint, of course. Like, there's no way it just happens. Someone will know to give it to me, right? There's no way it's that convenient. So there's someone giving your character a hint to everything. Oh. Now I'm actually wondering if that character is like, if that someone is actually my character in the future. You know, since it's a time travel game, right? I'm hopefully we'll see some good twists. Luka's dad has already returned to the shrine office. Lukaku nods. Your father is a lovely man. Hey. Lukaku and I freeze at my assistant's nonchalant words. My father is married. Adultery is bad. Bruh. Huh? I see, assistant. So, you like older men, huh? Hey! What? Wait, what? Don't misunderstand you too. That is not what I meant. Nani the fuck? I won't give up my father. WTF, Luka, indeed. Please don't cry. I just meant I was jealous of how well you get along with your father. That is all. Oh, she has a father thing too. Well, shit. Of course. I'm sorry for the weird misunderstanding. That was so rude of me. Don't cry. We've resolved the misunderstanding, so it's all okay. But in the depths of your heart lie feelings for Luka's death. Die, piece of shit. Christina turns away. I decide to leave it at that. Angering her any further could lead to violence. Daily issues. Yeah, I mean, it's quite sad what happened to her dad. Lukaku. Don't forget your practice swings with Samidare. Yes, sir. I'll do my best. Else I congratulate. It's Konguru. Don't forget it. WTF. I'm sorry. Hey, what kind of low life teases a girl? I wouldn't know. Oh, Lukaku is a guy. The guy, not girl, it's not a girl. Fuck, man. I ignore Christina and lift up the box with IBM 500 inside. Oh, it's heavy. I can barely get it off the ground. I put it down for now. WTF is he teaching Luka? Oh, it's just some like using a wooden stick like a sword and then like just swing it around like some sort of a secret technique, you know. Just, you know, those chunibyo shit my character comes up with. It's like supposedly she will become strong to protect herself and then like probably even be my bodyguard or whatever my character is up to. Like, you know, it's too much at this point. Now I know why Lucas' dad was red in the face when he brought this thing in. Is it that heavy? Pathetic. It is only as big as a CRT monitor. Then why don't you try carrying it? Then you understand. Sure. Yeah. Kurisu sighs, grabs both ends of the card box, and it lifts. She strains with all her might, but gives up without lifting it even a centimeter. GG. It is really heavy. She blushes slightly, but still maintains her usual frown. My assistant seems to have a strong competitive spirit. This thing's gotta weigh like 30 kilos. Maybe we should have borrowed a pushcart. Urushibara-san, is there one in the shrine? There is one, but actually it is broken. And I'm sorry. Oh, is there some other place we could borrow? No, we don't need a pushcart. What's his pen? Then how are you gonna bring it back? It takes about 10 minutes to walk to your rundown lab from here. Wait, I realize her mouth moves when she talks. Does that happen to other characters? I feel like it doesn't. Why does it only happen to her? It may be too heavy for one person, but it's a different story for two. You and I just need to carry it together. What else do you think I made you? Why else do you think I made you my assistant? So that's why. Well, if we carry it together, you might be able to manage, but I refuse. Hey, I said no. I'm pretty sure you said, but I refuse. Shut up. I said no. But I refuse is a famous manga quote. Could Kuritsu be an ad channeler? Oh, okay. Maybe she's like a hidden weed. But that's okay. Closet weed. The whole reason you made me a lab man was to borrow my knowledge. From this, it is elementary to derive the following. I won't do physical labor. I see. Then I guess I have no choice. I will do my best to carry it. But I glance at Lukaku. Oh my god, are you serious, man? He twitches when he notices my look, then timidly raises his hand with tears in his eyes. Oh my god. Then I will. Eh? You're going to hell? Will you be okay? Yes. I'll do my best. Oh my god, really? Are you asking this person? No, Lukaku. I shouldn't make you help me. I can manage by myself. But we are friends, Watabe-san. I want to help you. Oh, her mouth moves still. I just realized their mouth moved. Wow. No, I'll do it myself. I'll help you. Then, me too then. Oh, please, go ahead. Hey? What? No. Don't you know, Christina? This is what you call a Japanese gag. You sneaky. Thanks for the backup, Lukaku. Now that's settled. My assistant will help me carry the computer, so you don't have to help. Thanks for the offer. Great. Fuck this time, oh my god. Okay. If that's how it is, then... Now, assistant, since you volunteered, I won't let you refuse. Grab hold and heave. Fine. Snitch. Kuritsu and I lift up the cardboard box. This is the first time we see our character in this angle. The burden's considerably easier when distributed between two people. Why do we have to be face to face? We are positioned in so that we are looking at each other, but there is no other way to hold it. So what can you do? Let's just go. Well, this is like a summer love story for these two then. I start to walk out of the shrine. Hey, stop! I said stop. Yeah, you're the noisy one. Don't walk forwards. Then I will have to walk backwards. Let's walk sideways. Whatever. Get moving, assistant. Hey, listen. Please, just listen. I can't walk backwards. Of course you can. You're my assistant. I appreciate the word of confidence, but I can't. I'm asking you to go sideways. No, I'm telling you to go sideways. Sideways! I'm going to fall! Do they fall? Oh, they don't. Okay, they got back. Summer love story. It is dark by the time we get to the lab. It's normally less than 15-minute walks, but since Kuritsu kept begging to take breaks, it ended up taking twice as long. Why is he so mean? I know, right? Fucking hell. Maybe we should show the downstairs girl we got the computer. We finally made it. I'm so exhausted. If you didn't complain so much about every little thing, we would have gotten here sooner. Right back at you. You stopped to take a break at least 5 times along the way. Oh, it's my character that takes break. It's not her. That's because I was not feeling well. Are you okay? Wow. Okay. It's just occasionally my right arm aches, and when it does, dark destructive impulses overcome my soul. What's this right arm thing then? Shut up, or I'll tear the peripheral nerves out of that arm. Bruh. Holy crap, there is something wrong with this girl. Rip out my nerves. That's like something from the last year's new gen incidents. What's that? Okay, I'll shut up. Let's bring the IBM 500 into the lab. The final barrier awaits. Oh, we're not showing the girl? You have to ascend this rickety building's narrow staircase. Shouldn't you get your friends to help? You're right. I checked the window. The lab's lights are on. She's here. The part-time warrior comes out of the bronze tube workshop with perfect timing. If this isn't Okabe Rintaro, what you got there? You want to know? Then I'll tell you. Wait! If you are just going to stand to talk, Shouldn't we put the blocks down first? Yeah, actually, wait. This will only take a second. Well, what is it? What if I told you it is an IBM 5100? No way! You found it? Wow! Way to go, Okabe Nintaro! I wish he should stop calling me by my full name. If she is going to do that, she should at least call me Hoin Kyoma. Where was it? Oh god, it's heavy. Kurisu starts giving in. I'm about at my limit too. Let's put it down. Kurisu and I placed it on the ground gently, so as to not damage the contents. So, where was it? Yellow Shrine. Yellow Shrine? You mean like a Shinto shrine? Yeah. Why was it there? Then suddenly Suzuha looks at Kuritsu. Huh? Oh. She gasps, then approaches Kuritsu until they are close enough to feel each other's breath. Yes? Makise Kuritsu? Yes? For some reason, she stares at Kuritsu with frightful intensity. Kuritsu narrows her eyes in opposition. What is going on here? I can't move a muscle. The air is so thick with tension. What? What is it? Have I done something wrong? Suzuha turns away and without looking back, disappears into the Bronze Tube workshop. Oh wow, I didn't see that coming at all. What is this? Damn. What's her relationship with her? Who was that? Now Kurisu demands an answer from me. She works part-time at that store. Why was she glaring at me? How should I know? Did you do something to make her angry? I've never seen her before in my life. How rude. Kurisu picked a fight with me for the first time we've met too. But that was a hallucination, so I don't say anything. The protect guns. What is this about? This is so interesting. I get Daru and Mayuri to come down to help us, and the four of us carry the IBM 500 upstairs. Good work, everyone. With this, we can fight. Who are you fighting? CERN, and the system that rules the world. If that is what makes you happy... Happy? I do not desire happiness. Have you forgotten? I'm an insane mad scientist. What I desire is chaos. The time machine exists to bring chaos to the world. Never mind happiness. You are like a junkie hyper-secreting beta endorphins. Okarin. I don't want you to do bad things, remember? Oh wow, I can't believe you found one. You make the impossible look easy. That is why we love you. That is why we I certainly don't admire him. She knows. She is a closet weep. Eh? 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 For a moment there is a complete silence. It is all thanks to Mayushi. Mayuri, oblivious as always, puffs out her chest with pride. But I don't miss Kuritsu's relieved sigh. She keeps dropping manga quotes. Does this mean what I think it means? Yes, she's a closet bitch. Without Mayushi's info, Okari would still be lost on the streets of Akiba. Ah, Mayushi is right. She did well this time. Anyway, it is time for Mayushi to go home. What about you, Chris-chan? Wanna go together? Thanks, but I am going to stay here a little longer. Looks like Kurisu is interested in the IBM 500 and CERN after all. That reminds me, I haven't filled her in yet. Okay, but you should go home before it gets too late. Yeah, see you tomorrow. Mayuri waves her hand as she leaves. Now then, Daru. When do you think we can use the IBM 500 to hack CERN? Well... Daru talks as he plugs the IBM 500's power adapter into the wall. He turns the machine on and the power supply begins to make a turbulent noise. Cute tuturu. Yeah, it's quite cute. Tuturu. Wow, it actually turned on. First I need to learn how to use this thing. It looks like hooking it up is going to be a pain. It's gonna be a pain. It might take a while. I can't play with this thing and search for the server admin's ID at the same time. Alright, prioritize the ID search. If possible, I'd like you to get the IBM 500 ready to use this month though. There's still 30 days left in this month. It's not going to take that long. That's my super haka. Well, you got a mail. Shining finger. Got info? Have you found any leads yet? Nothing at all on my end. I've been to a lot of stores, but none of them had an IBM 500 on display. Maybe I should have tried asking. Anyway, let me know if you found anything, Moeka. Seems like my character is not replying. Hey, Okabe. What? I look up. Kuritsu is glaring at me. What did you just call me? I call you Okabe. You call me Okabe. I take one step towards Kuritsu. And she takes a step back. Bruh. Time out, Okabe. Daru tries to hold me back, but I shake him off and take a step closer. What the hell? Kuritsu doesn't step back this time. Without taking her eyes off me, she bites her lip hard and curls her hand into fist. Did you just call me Okabe? I did. Problem? Yes, I am younger than you, but you insist on calling me by ridiculous names like Christina and Zombie. So I don't think I need to show you any respect by adding san. And besides, that's not the problem. No, I'm not Hokabe. I'm Hoin Toma. How many times do I have to tell you, Christina? God, you're so full of yourself. From now on, call me Heroin. That or Kyoma. No. Kurisu snaps at me and turns away. Great. Are those tears I see in her eyes? Oh god. Are you crying? I'm not crying. It's not like I was scared of you for a second there or anything. And I definitely wasn't relieved when you started talking like an idiot again. Okay? Oh. Okay. Ooh. I see a romance going on here. Bit weird, but okay. I guess she's a nice person beneath all that shit. She stalks over the window and stares outside. I see her wipe her eyes with the back of her hand. Seems like she was crying after all. Taru, why is my assistant crying? She said so herself just now. All I did was correct her on my name. Well, maybe she only acts strong, but is actually weak on the inside. That would be pretty mean. Well, whatever. Back to checking emails. But I'm thirsty from this hard day's work, so before that, I take a fresh Dr. P out of the fridge. Hey, aren't you going to tell me what's going on? I toss the bottle to Kuritsu once she turns around. Ah! Kuritsu tries to catch it, but it fails magnificently. She picks the bottle out off the floor, then shoots me a glare. I'll explain in a second. Drink that while you wait. Gee, thanks. I need to send a reply to the Shining Finger. She ended up being no help at all, but I suppose I can't just say nothing. Alright, let's reply her. How do I reply her? Oh, okay. It does so automatically. I got the goods. Over. I send as concise a message as possible. No, then... Wow, so fast! I turn back to Kurisu, but the reply comes before I can open my mouth. Oh my god. The goods? You found an IBM 500? Give me! Moika. Give me? What nonsense is this? Sorry, but I am not the owner. I can't just give it to you. I send that. Another instant reply. Oh my god. Really? Let me borrow it! Moika. It's easy to imagine what will happen if I lend it to her. She'll disappear and I'll never see the IBM 500 again. No borrowing either. You can visit our lab if you want to see it, but no touching. Send the building address. I add the lab's address and send an email. No more replies come. Oh, she's going to come here, right? Sorry for the wait, Christina. I look up and see Koitsu drinking the Dr. P. Oh, you are a fan of the doctor, I see. I lived 7 years at its birthplace after all. Excellent. We will make a great drinking buddies. I'm a minor. That's not what I meant. I meant Dr. P drinking buddies. Is that all you drink? Kurisu shrugs her shoulders and takes another swig, signaling me to talk. And so I explained how Daru and I hacked into CERN, and how they've already had the LHC in operation for 9 years, and how they've successfully created mini black holes, and how it looks like they are researching time travel, and also how they haven't disclosed any of that to the world. Kuritsu's expression grows more and more intense as she listens to the story. CERN certainly is acting strange, but how's the IBM 500 involved? CERN's database uses an IBM 500. So, the only way to decrypt that database is to use an IBM 500 of our own. How do you know that? I have my sources. I don't drop Titor's name. I have no doubt this genius girl would laugh if I did. True. Kuritsu puts a finger to her lip, deep in thought. Setting the IBM 500 and such aside. I want to see proof that CERN's really doing that sort of research. True, we didn't get any definite proof of CERN's time travel research last time we hacked them. Taru, will it take much longer to find the server admin's account? Actually, I was just thinking about doing that. It shouldn't take more than half a day, I guess. There you go. I'll wait until then. Wow, really? You wait? It's already getting dark. Why not go home for tonight and then come back tomorrow morning? No thanks. I'll wait. I want to know as soon as possible. Even if it is just a microsecond sooner. That's the spirit. You're already fascinated by the conspiracy. You can't help but want to know what lies in the heart of CERN. If what you guys saying is true, then this isn't something to joke about. True. CERN is the world's top research institution. If they're doing secret experiments without publishing their results, they're making fools of scientists the world over. That is only if it is true, though. She finishes by emphasizing that point again. Doesn't look like she believes us. Anyway, Daru, I will leave it to you. According to Daru's research, the IBM 500 weighs 25 kilos. For now, we'll leave it on the shelf in the development room. We carry the cardboard box to the room, half dragging it. Kuritsu follows. Can you show me the phone wave? Indeed, I can. Want to experiment? You haven't been able to send another email to the past yet, right? Do you know why? I can only shake my head. Let's run some tests. Kuritsu looks around the development room. The plot is getting interesting. I know, right? I feel like the pace is a little bit faster now. I hope that, it all drains down into that one big pipe, like goes straight down to the point. This fun is getting quite nice. Man, you have a ton of junk. It's not junk. Since you're new to the Future Gadget Laboratory, I will explain. These are the glorious fruits of our science, the future gadgets. Future Gadget 1 to 7 are stored here. The phone wave, with which you are already familiar with, is gadget number 8. Future gadgets, huh? Kuritsu casually picks Future Gadget 4. Mold snake up from the shelf and stares at it. Hey, isn't this a weapon? Future Gadget number 4, Mold Snake. Designed after a claymore mine. It's an instant humidifier. Are you serious? How confusing. Insert water and turn the power on, and in mere seconds, it generates a thick cloud of steam. So it's junk. I thought so. True. Koitsu sighs and returns the mold snake to the shelf. I'm borrowing this. Oh, nice. Without waiting for a reply, she grabs Staru's never-worn lab coat from the shelf and puts it on gallantly. Whoa! It's just not right without a lab coat. Overcome with emotion, I seize Kuritsu's hand and grasped it firmly. Hey! Assistant! You get it, don't you? Get what? Let go. If you're gonna do science, you need a lab coat, right? I told Daru over and over, but he wouldn't wear one. But my assistant is different. She put it on before I even said anything. I knew you were meant for this, Christina. You are the best assistant a mad scientist could ask for. I don't know if that's supposed to be a compliment, but it is coming off as an insult. Now let go. Nice. She shakes off my hand and turns her back to me. I'm giving you that lab coat to commemorate your joining the lab. Don't worry, it's never been worn. Or maybe this fateful encounter between me, you, and that lab coat was decided by destiny long ago. Daru not wearing it was just another inevitability. This is the choice of Steins. Shut up so that we can start the experiment. I can't understand how she likes him at all. I guess it's maybe, okay, this theory sounds a bit weird, but my character probably reminds her of her father, right? Because her father likes all this weird shit, even though he's a scientist. Like, my character is kind of the same too. Like, I do all this weird shit, but I'm a science student and all that. Maybe something like that. And then also she probably doesn't have any friends, right? Seeing how she is. So like, I'm probably her first friend, you know. Kurisu thrusts both hands into her lab coat's pockets, then bends down to look at the time machine now placed underneath the table. The previous experiment broke the table and even left a hole in the floor. There's a danger that it will happen again if we successfully reproduce the discharge phenomenon, so unfortunately we will have to leave it on the floor for now. So you haven't tampered with the microwave at all? I point to the X8000. There's code on the screen. It is in terminal mode now. We can change the factory settings like this. Make the microwave do things its manufacturer never intended. How was it set when the discharge phenomenon occurred? Nothing out of the ordinary. It was at factory settings. I'll take a banana. A bunch of bananas only has 3 bananas left. 4 mayuri. Those are mayuris. Oh, so I don't need your permission. Then I'll go buy new bananas tomorrow. Oh, she's nice. She's actually nice. Kuritsu takes 1 banana from the bunch and squats down and places it inside the phone wave. Again, name subject to change. She begins to type on her phone. She pushes sand and the phone wave, again named subject to change, begins to turn backwards. After 120 seconds, the chime rings. Nothing happened. The banana is still at the microwave, unjellified. So nothing happened at all. Ow! Kurisu yelps as she tries to take out the banana, and quickly draws back her hand. She starts blowing on her fingers. It is hot, meaning the microwave functioned normally. This proves that indeed the hidden function Mayuri found wasn't a freezing function, but we knew that already. Undaunted, Kurisu throws in a new banana, and once again begins reverse rotation for 120 seconds. But the second banana warms out too. We can't reproduce the jellification phenomenon, much less send an email to the past. What does this mean? I guess what happened earlier was an irregularity after all. I don't know if it is an irregularity or not, but we ought to investigate the cause. I agree. We agree for once. But Kurisu's motivates and my motivates are probably the exact opposite. My assistant here wants to disprove my theory that the phone wave, again named subject to change, is in fact a time machine. In the previous experiment, after spending 120 seconds in the phone wave, again named subject to change, the banana teleported back to its sponge jellified. We should consider that it returned to its state 120 seconds before. Wrong. If it is returned to its state 120 seconds before, it wouldn't be jellified. So she wants to say that because it was jellified, it didn't travel back in time. The chicken returned to its frozen state without jellifying. That logic is dubious. Sure, it ended up frozen, but did you examine the possibility that it might have jellified first? No, I didn't. I think Mayuri ate the refroze chicken. Bruh. Salt didn't jellify. You mean nothing changed? After the discharge phenomenon occurred last time, we spent all night experimenting with cabbage, radishes, rice, konja, melon pan, crunchy kun, and cup noodles. Nothing happened. The same thing with liquids. On that day, our success rate took a 180-degree turn. Before the discharge phenomenon, everything succeeded. After the discharge phenomenon, everything failed. Is the microwave storing electricity? You said that jellified objects became fractal structured, right? Salt has a simple structure by its nature, so maybe that had an effect. But how could electricity be related? Here, we should think under the assumptions of time travel theory. No, it's not good to start thinking from the conclusion. We've already had several successful experiments. You can't deny that. I am not especially concerned whether this thing is a time machine or not. To begin with, it is physically impossible for this tiny little microwave to produce energy equivalent to the Big Bang. Kurisu frowns deeply. We can't reproduce the discharge phenomenon, nor the fractalization. There should be a reason why. We haven't changed our methods. We haven't changed the settings. We haven't changed the experimental subjects either. There must be some other variables. Maybe it is the one who observes it. What do you mean by that? Quantum theory. The observer is an important element to the experiment. There were 4 of us here when the discharge phenomenon occurred last time, but before that it occurred when Hashida-san was alone. Each time fractalization occurred, there were either 2 or 3 people observing. You and I each saw both phenomena. In other words, the condition haven't changed. In that case, there must be some other variable. It's on the ground, right? It's not on the table anymore. It's on the tip of my tongue. Then I hear a rumbling sound from Kuritsu's stomach. Oh, that's sad. Poor girl. Hungry? Have your Snickers. Shut up! Shut up! I haven't eaten anything since lunch. Kuritsu turns away as she looks at her watch. It's already 8? Just eat a banana. But only one of the 2. We just warned. They are, after all, the fruit of our experiments. Or you could take something from our stock of cup noodles. Don't want any? Well, since you live in America for so long, I guess you prefer fast food instead. Cup noodles. What? I'll have a cup noodles. Cup noodles? What flavors? There's soy sauce flavor and chicken flavor. Chicken. She seems in the mood to eat. Also, do you have a fork? Oh, she can't use chopsticks. Me too. I feel you, girl. It is past midnight. Wow, she spends here all night. Doing well. At 8 o'clock, the 2 of us silently ate cup noodles and warm bananas. Taro said he didn't want any, and ever since then, we've been examining the phone wave. Again, name subject to change. I've mainly focused on the terminal mode settings through the accelerometer. The programs Taro wrote are all wizard class though, so I can't understand most of them. Kuritsu been examining the AC adapters and the lab's electrical switchboard for a while, though we stopped when she tried to disassemble them. It's early morning and she still shows no sign of leaving. That's nice. You guys finally have a play pal. Where is she staying anyway? She's been in Japan for 1 or 2 months, and she did say she was going back to America this month. The trains aren't running this late, so I guess she might not be able to leave even if she wants to. But in that case, why didn't she leave before the train stopped? Don't tell me she plans to stay? No girls have ever stayed over at the lab. Mayuri has a curfew, so she always goes back home to Ikebukuro. Taru and I frequently stayed here, though it's not an exaggeration to say we live here half the time. Maybe it is normal for American girls to stay overnight in labs. No, it's not, man. Christina, it is okay to stay here this late? Perhaps you should contact your family. No need. What? Do your parents let you do whatever you want? Sounds great, right? Kuritsu turns to me and sighs. I don't think her parents are here. I haven't seen my father in 7 years. My mother is in America. I am living in a hotel right now. Understand? No, what? Living in a hotel? But true, renting an apartment for just a month is absurd. But you damn celebrity! If you're American, then you should at least use a motel instead of a hotel, right? I am not American, and there aren't any motels in the heart of Tokyo. What sort of hotel? What sort of hotel? What do you mean? There's a normal hotel in Ochanomizu. Ochanomizu? Then you can walk there from here, can't you? Sure. I see, that's why she's so flexible with her schedule. No, she's not. She wants to stay, man. Stop messing up. Stop messing this up, man. I finally understand. So, tell me about your father. Oh my god, you just messed it up like this. Are you fucking serious? Oh my god. This guy, man. Sorry? You said you haven't seen him in 7 years? Why do you care about my father? You are the one who mentioned him. Isn't that basically a hidden message saying, please give me some advice about my father, please? You're crazy. You are my assistant, and I can't let my assistant have any worries. So, tell me everything that is on your mind. Is she going to tell me? Grizzle pouts and says no more. Yeah, stop messing this up, man. Instead, she glares at the circuit box on the wall. What's wrong? I have nothing to say to you. Oh, I know. Your father was a hero, but then he fell to evil, and now he wears a black mask and cape and goes hee-haw, right? In the future, you two are destined to fight and... Stop messing this up, man. Oh my god, my character is so fucking dumb. I think I heard Kuritsu's teeth grind. You are really mad at you, aren't you? Don't make fun. Kuritsu doesn't look me in the eye, but her voice tells me how mad she is. Of people's family issues like that, you are trampling on my heart. Could her father's situation be a landmine? Yes, it is, man. Maybe you should see it earlier. You know, I think it's quite obvious. Fuck's sake. Maybe I should apologize. I try to think of words, but before I can say anything. Hell yeah! Well, saved by Daru. Should have said sorry though. Daru's war cry echoes through the lab. Did you get it? Mission complete. Cool. Daru is really good somehow. The plot is moving so much faster with all these people helping me, you know. Damn. Daru shows her white teeth in a white grin as he gives a thumbs up. The server admins ID and password. Now we can peep as much as we want. Yahoo! In the IBM 500 database? That's separate though. The server admins unrelated. I mean, it is a database normally unreadable code with normally unreadable code. So there is a limit on who can access it. Doesn't look like even the lab director can access it. There are positions higher than that? There is something called the CERN Executive Council. So they call it a council, eh? What about it? It's a fitting name for our enemy. Chorizo looks at me coldly. Whatever. Let's leave the IBM 500 database for another day. Run a search for data on time travel research. Okay dokie. That Z program we saw last time was suspicious, wasn't it? That and the Jellyman's report. We couldn't get concrete information on either before. Chorizo stares holes into the monitor. Her angry expression has disappeared. That's good, I guess. Look carefully and burn it into your eyes. The proof of CERN's action is deceit upon the world. Oh yeah, baby, found it. Found the LHC project supervisor. The supervisor. That's a pretty important post. Right now, we are peeking inside his computer. Z program. Z obviously stands for Zeri. Oh my god, can you not say that? Jelly starts with J. Jelly, you piece of shit. Your character make my phone cringe till it hung. I know, right? My character is just so fucking dumb. I feel like Daru is more fun, more smart than my character, you know? Like he's doing all this hacker shit while my character is standing around pissing other people off. Fuck's sake. Poof, careless mistake. So uncool. All I meant to say is that there is no way it would have such a simple name. The name is hiding something important. It has to be a double meaning. Daru, who has been searching through the log, suddenly stops. Ooh, got it. He displays a graphic on the monitor. It looks like a scan of a very old paper document. The letterhead reads, Z program, top secret. The program began in 1973. Wow, that's a fucking long time ago. When was CERN formed? 1954. I asked Daru, but Chorizo answers instead, her tone flat. I thought that maybe CERN was formed with the Z program in mind, but 54 means my guess was off. When was the IBM 500 put on market? 1975. So maybe that is why IBM 500 was central to CERN's operations. The years match after all. No, that is wrong. It can't be something as stupidly simple as that. There has to be a worldwide conspiracy involved, really. Maybe IBM hid their proprietary programming language in the IBM 500 for the sole purpose of its use in CERN's Z program. IBM and CERN are co-conspirators. Probably not. And both of them are being manipulated from the shadows by an even larger organization. Yeah, whatever, man. Yeah, that's way more interesting. Bruh. Ugh. A JPEG? I can't copy paste this. Daru mutters some complaint. The text isn't in French. What's on screen right now looks like English. Actually, there's French, Dutch, and German versions too. The content looks the same though. CERN's purpose heading into the 21st century shall be to establish control over space and time, thereby to enable the destruction of extant history and the creation of an everlasting utopia. Ooh, okay. And so nice my character, so nice Kuritsu is here because she's a translator. Unlike us, Japanese people can't read any other language. Ruled by the committee that encompass the entirety of past and future events. What the hell? Kuritsu suddenly speaking at a title clip. Oh right, Makisashi can do English. Way to go, assistant! Your study abroad in America was all for the sake of today, wasn't it? No, it's not. Of course not. Stop assigning people roles in your fantasy world. Taro relinquishes his chair, allowing Kuritsu to sit in front of the computer. In order to maintain this project's secrecy and to allow its name to remain relevant in changing circumstances, we designated it the Z program. Z, like the Greek Omega or the Cyrillic Ya. It is forbidden to assign any meaning to this name or to seek in it significance beyond the project itself. Negative returns are predicted should this edict be violated. The Z program is a top-secret project spanning international borders. Like electromagnetic wave research, it has been approved for top priority funding by the Committee of 300. Henceforth, all other research performed by CERN shall function to keep the Z program's existence secret. Cool. I guess Kuritsu's reading the preface to a document. It's getting rather dull. Is there anything specific about what exactly the Z program is? Daru types on the keyboard from side, bringing up another window. Here. This can't be. Kuritsu bends forward and stares wide-eyed at the words on the screen. What is it? The purpose of the Z program is to perform time-space displacement experiments by the means of high-energy proton-to-proton collisions. Time-space displacement experiments. Cool. In other words, time travel. I've struggled to keep from shouting. I quickly run over to the window and close it. It might make it hotter inside, but it would be worse if people outside overheard us. No way. It was true? You're telling me they've been deceiving the whole world for nearly 40 years? Just as I suspected, a great shadow lurks behind CERN, most likely the organization, or one of its puppets. What organization? Will you Chunibyo nut job? At least try to be serious some of the time. Don't be ridiculous. My words are always grounded in truth. Anyway, shouldn't it be the committee instead of the organization? That is what it says here. The committee of 300? I don't think they mean CERN's executive council. What are they talking about? The world is full of lies. It's not as beautiful as you think. Listen, Okarin. I'm listening. The Committee of 300 is a dark power that controls every secret society, every government, every multinational corporation. You're making things up again. It is the truth. Google it if you don't believe me. Hey, I thought they don't have Google here. This is copyright, man. Until now, the human race, for all its accomplishments, has never been able to overcome the barrier they called time. The technology of the time travel, which can break through that barrier, we change the course of human history, literally. As it was written when we split the atom, this forbidden fruit has the potential to grant us godlike powers. Not a man exists who can resist its temptation. And naturally, all those with power will use any means at their disposal to obtain it. Human morality is not but a joke to those who would stand with the gods. Understand, Christina? Wow, that was quite a speech. Since you seem to know so much about it, does that mean you are aiming for godhood too? What Hoin Kilma desires is the destruction of all who call themselves gods. The collapse of their hateful system and a glorious new age of chaos. I'm not asking Hoin. I'm asking Okabe. I'm Hoin. In other words, you don't have your own reason. Damn you, assistant. How dare you attack my very identity? Nice. Sweet attack. Forget about him, Makiseshi. Please keep reading. Yeah, forget about me, man. Keep the plot going, man. Don't fucking talk, you piece of shit. Daru, what do you mean? Forget about me? Yes, forget about you. I'm tired of listening to conspiracy theories. I'm more interested in the Z program than in your delusions. Oh damn, Daru, my man. Same. I told you they're not delusions, and they're not theories. But Daru does have a point. Our top priority now is to expose the dark side of the international research organization known as CERN. Continue, assistant. At least show some respect when you're asking for a favor. Though huffing out complaints, Kurisu obediently goes back to translating. Stage 1. Construction and implementation of the Large Hadron Collider. Alright. Over the past half-century, beginning with the proton synchrotron completed in 1959, particle accelerator technology has reached the point where standardized results may be obtained. Stage 2. Implementation and testing of lifter technology. The formation of more than 2 artificial localized singularities, as well as the formation of chiral black holes, will become possible when this stage is complete. In order to hide the program's true goal, it is necessary to intentionally leak misinformation regarding the formation of black holes. Oh. Stage 3. Animal experimentation. Stage 4. Human right. Kurisu stops talking. She takes a deep breath, then finally mutters angrily. Human experimentation. For real? A chill runs up my spine. I admit it, some part of me still saw this as a game. I was elated to discover that an institution as respected as CERN was actually doing time travel research. After all, we ourselves had succeeded, whether by chance or design, in producing our own time travel phenomenon. I thought that maybe we could beat CERN to the first functional time machine design. And wouldn't that be something? But now, just like I said to Kuritsu, the world is full of lies, morals are meaningless. Was it really okay for us to get involved in this? Wow, now you're thinking about this. Hey Okarin, remember when we hacked in before? I'm pretty sure that email we read said this. Result error. Human is dead. Mismatch. For details, see the Jellyman's report. Someone died? Could that have something to do with human experimentation? My throat goes dry. Cold sweat seeps through my brow, and it's not because of the heat. Kuritsu and Daru are waiting for me to speak. Are they entrusting the decision to me? I ask myself, is this really okay? Are you sure? There's no turning back. Yes, it's okay, go for it. True, but can I live with myself if I ignore this conspiracy? Daru. Look up the Jellyman report. Really? Really? But first, Christina. Eh? You should leave. Why are you suddenly? The Jellyman's report. It just gives me a bad feeling. Once we see it, we can no longer return to our normal lives. You are a genius. You are already published. For crying out loud, there's no need to throw away your promising future. Wow, my character is actually being nice. Are you actually worried about me? Of course I am. You are my assistant after all. I keep telling you I'm not your assistant. Thanks for your concern, but I am not leaving. We need to expose this truth to the world. No, it's too dangerous. You chickening out? We're powerless against this conspiracy. One wrong move, they will have us erased. But still, this isn't a game. I am not joking here. Fine. I won't tell anyone. Though her expression shows that she still doesn't agree, she finally submits. But I am not leaving. It will keep me awake at night. You won't regret this? I won't. She declares firmly. I don't know if it is her competitive spirit, or if it is her bravery, or if she is just ignorant to the ways of the world. But it doesn't look like I can persuade her to back down. What about you, Daru? Prepared? Well, I am a super hacker. He's comfortable even in this situation. And with my skill, they will never know we were here. That settles it. It is good that Mayuri is not here. I can't get her involved. I look Daru and Kuritsu in the eye. Alright, let's begin. Wait, remember I told Shining Fingers our address? What if she's here? I feel like she's like listening to this conversation. Kurisu gives the seat to Daru. Henceforth, this shall be known as Operation Chess. Why Norse mythology? Is that Norse mythology? Because it's cool, I guess. Anyway, what is with the men and military terms? Daru, begin the operation. He soon finds the Jellyman's report. It required a second password authentication, which Daru broke through easily. Wow, good job, Daru. Ready? I'm opening it. Daru looks at me and Kuritsu. I wet my parched lips and nod. The air in the lab suddenly seems thicker. Unable to escape through the closed windows, surrounds us with an oppressive heat. Daru wipes the sweat off his forehead with a handkerchief, then timidly presses the enter key. The file opens. At first glance, it looks like a resume. There's a photograph on the top right. The top left has a name, age, height, weight, and other information. In the center is a long string of English text. Underneath that, there is something attached, like a scan of a newspaper clipping with a black and white photo. And then I know exactly what the Jellyman in Jellyman's report means. Jesus Christ. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Now it makes sense? Okay. I see where this is going. Jellyman's report 10. Subject James McCarthy. Age 31, American. Z program stage 4. Date of experiment 2005 January 28th. T1305. Kuritsu bends over to Daru's shoulders, reading the contents out loud. Results. Error. Human is dead. Mismatch. That again. It is believed that due to infinite compression by supergravity, the subject could not endure passage through the singularity inside the curved black hole. April 3, 1921. New York City. An unidentified man was discovered dead in an alley off Union Square. The right half of his body was embedded in a nearby wall. Sounds like Kuritsu is reading newspaper article at the end. The man's body was completely jellified. Damn. What? Yeah, jelly man. Like they put a jelly, they put a person through the black hole. The person becomes a jelly, like the banana we put through. Jesus Christ, though, that's some gore image. Oh, we got through one chapter. The ticking of the clock is like a hammer inside my head. It's past 2 a.m. The window is closed and the lab is silent but for the humming of the computer. We stare at the gruesome image displayed on the monitor, speechless. I was right. We are in too deep. Also, the newspaper is in 1921, but they were doing the experiment on 2005. So that means they actually sent the person back in time. and the person was embedded into a wall. So that means not only that they send him back in time, they send him back in a wrong space, maybe like they didn't calculate that, and then the person just appears inside the wall, and then the jelly thing. Damn. Cool. I half expect guys in black suits and sunglasses to kick down the door and drag us off to a secret military prison. Better to make sure the door's locked. What's going on here? Daru breaks the silence with a disbelieving whisper. They jellified someone? Upon hearing the familiar word jellify, I reflexively look at the bunch of bananas placed next to the computer. There's only one banana left. We didn't have a single successful experiment today, so none of them were jellified. But I don't think this is a mere coincidence. The jellified bananas produced by the phone wave, again name subject to change, and the jellified corpses produced by CERN's experiments. They seem identical in nature. They are experimenting on people. Kuritsu speaks calmly despite her grim expression. She doesn't even avert her eyes from the gruesome images. And this means they've created a time machine, doesn't it? Even if it is not perfect. I am still in shock, so I don't quite grasp the meaning of Kuritsu's word. This New York Times article is from 1921. 90 years ago. Look. Kuritsu points to part of the black and white photograph, her fingers shaking slightly. Jesus Christ. The jellified corpse of a man. She's pointing to his shoulder, which has a writing on it. Oh. It says CERN to blah blah blah. Perhaps it was printed on his clothes. It is fused into the jellified body, but you can somehow manage to read it. CERN. So, CERN used the LHC to send someone back to 1921? Looks like they failed to keep him alive though. Is this the only report? No, there is more. Looks like 14 people in total. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. More jellymen? That means more jellified people. More victims of human experimentation. I swallow hard. I'm awfully thirsty. I take a cold Dr. P out of the fridge and wet my throat. Show me the others. Daru pulls up another report. Without being told to, Kuritsu begins translating out loud. Jellyman's Report 9. Subject: Dan Straysky, age 26, Canadian. Z Program 4. Date of experiment: 2004. September 6th. T for time: 14:10. Result: error. Human is dead. Mismatch. The newspaper clipping, I think it's in French. I can't read it. You can read the date though. It is January 31st, 2001. The location is Pau, France, I guess. 2001. That is fairly recent. A pretty big difference from James McCarthy, who jumped nearly 90 years back to 1921. Daru calls up a machine translation, giving us the following. January 31st, collapsed male corpse discovered in forest outside Pau, France. Its left foot was fused to a tree trunk. Oh my god. The body had jellified. Oh my god. Daru goes to the next report. Jellyman's Report 8. Subject Linda Hill. Age 25, British. Z Program 4. Date of experiment 2004 to February 15. Time 13:45. Results: error. Human is dead. Mismatch. October 2nd, 1972. The jellified body of a woman was discovered on the streets of Dharmapuri in Tamil Nadu, India. Oh god. There were signs that the body had been run over by a car. Oh god. Daru goes to the next page. Jellyman's Report 7. Subject Michael Lang. Age 33. German. Z Program 4. Date of experiment 2002. October 8th. Time 13:28. Result: error. Human is dead. Mismatch. The article clipping is written in Japanese. Looks like a pre-war newspaper. May 24, 1936. The corpse of what is believed to be a jellified human was discovered at the base of Mountain Hei in Kyoto. It was in a damaged state, possibly from having slid down the slope. Oh my god. It even happened in Japan. I've never heard of this story before. It was pre-war though, so I guess someone born in the 90s like me would have no way of knowing it. Next page. The picture shows a beach. Beautiful but for the jellyfish-like body lying on the sand. It must have washed ashore. Jellyman's Report 6. Subject Mark Hughes. Age 30, American. Z Program 4. Date of experiment 2002. August 23rd. Time 12:52. Result: error. Human is dead. Mismatch. On July 1st, 1985, a strange body washed ashore on the coast of Strathmore, Faroe Islands. Oh god. It appeared to be the body of an adult male, but its flesh was soft like that of a jellyfish. Some of the island's inhabitants believed that it was the body of a merman. Oh god. The inscription CERN was found near the body's shoulder, but CERN denies any involvement. Jesus Christ. Keep looking. That's chilling, man. I've seen enough. There are 14 of these people. The sites are spread throughout the world. What can we deduce from this? They must have sent them to those places. I don't think so. It's too random. There was something about curved black holes and gravity, right? Isn't that the cause? It's believed that due to infinite compression by supergravity, The subject could not endure the passage through the curved black hole singularity. That is what it says. What's a curved black hole? Is it different from a regular black hole? It's a theoretical black hole with a rotating singularity. Their existence hasn't been proven yet. Not that there's any way to prove one exists. Curved black hole. Where have I heard that term before? That's right. John Titor. Cool. Titor said his time machine used curved black holes. According to Titor, CERN finished their time machine in 2034, and then Titor himself came from 2036. It makes sense for Titor and CERN to be using the same time travel technology. Grisu closes her eyes in deep thought. Creating curved black holes? That is insane. If you screw up, it could swallow the Earth. And besides, curved black holes are just theoretical constructs. Cool. Yeah, the plot is pretty interesting now. If Titor's predictions are reality, then that means the LHC worst case scenario video on Mewtwo? Really? Mewtwo? Mewtwo was right. I don't know about Titor's predictions, but I've seen the problem video before. It was on the news 2 or 3 years ago. I'm falling asleep. I'm ending the stream after this scene because it's next chapter already. The gravitational forces inside a black hole is unbelievably powerful. It is certainly possible that passing through one could allow the time displacement, but there's no way a human could do that and come out alive. That must be how all these people got jellified. It wouldn't just jellify you, it would tear you apart. Particle from particle. That's what a black hole does. Yeah, that's what happens. So that's why their atom has the fractal structure, whatever. Before we discuss this, shouldn't we look through the rest of their time machine research? Daru already started pulling out new documents. I'm suddenly afraid. Is it okay to keep hacking CERN like this? Should I stop him? I'm the one who asked him to do it, but things have gotten serious now. But at the same time, irresistible curiosity wells up inside me. Time travel is becoming a reality. I want to know that it is true, but I can't stop now. Here we go. There's a file in the Z program that explains the time travel theory. That was pretty easy to find. CERN should have better security. The security is fine, I'm just too good. Sure, Daru. Daru is my favorite right arm. I thought he was your super hacker. Hacker! Oh god, what is this? So what does it say, Christina? This is in English too, so I have no choice but to rely on my assistant. Can you give me some time to read it? Grisu's eye dart left and right across the lines. Her earlier reluctance has vanished. It looks like she's as curious as I am. No way. But this is Titor really? What are you muttering about? Tell me what it says. Oh, she read the Reddit post too, of course. Oh, right. You know, this feels like one big joke. What do you mean? It's almost the same. The same as Titor's theory. Basically, The LHC smashes protons together at 99.9991% the speed of light. By doing so, they compress a mass of 10 to the power of negative 94 kg into an extremely tiny space of 10 to the negative of 19 meter. In Japanese, please 3 lines max. A small mass. Thrust into a narrow space with a great force. That explanation is too vague. That explanation is too erotic. Huh? What part of it is Huh? Hashira, you pervert. Oh my god. Sounds like you have a pretty good imagination yourself too. I'm not like you. Her blushing cheeks make her denial less effective. Don't listen to this fool, Christina. Continue. What were we talking about? Thrusting with great force. Proton compression. Right. Successful compression generates a microsingularity, which... A microsingularity? Not a mini black hole? Same thing essentially. A singularity is the core of a black hole. This process generates a black hole with 2 microsingularities. A black hole with 2 cores? Like a cow leg with 2 hairs? No, I don't think that's it. Explain with cute girls. Fine. Say there are 2 cute girls, Mick-chan and Crow-chan. Sisters and Amoe, haha. By feeding Mick-chan and Crow-chan electrons, you can make them do whatever you want. Electric shock torture? This some kind of eroge? So you force them to rotate at an extremely high velocity, and then, theoretically, Mick-chan and Crow-chan transform into a magical ring singularity. Cue stock transformation scene. Got it. Well, it looks like these two have found a common wavelength. The resulting black hole exhibits what's called the Kerr effect. What are the Kerr black holes anyway? You said they spin, but what does that mean? Exactly what it sounds like. But don't black holes usually spin? I mean, there's whirlpool around the hole, right? That part looks like it is spinning. It is just the surrounding matter being sucked into the black hole. The black hole is just a point where the extreme mass causes gravitational collapse. Everything falls towards it. Since it is only a point, it doesn't spin. A Kerr black hole has a ring at its center, not a point. Think of it like this. Once transformed into magical girls, Mick-chan and Crow-chan's heart spins like a ring inside their body, which is impossible for a normal human. I'll pass on the Guro. Before, you said that such a black hole's existence would be impossible to prove. What did you mean? A black hole has what's called an event horizon. Once you pass the event horizon, time and space switch places. Time time and space switch places? Right now, we can move freely through space and into the future, but we can't move even 1 minute into the past. That becomes reversed. On the other side of the event horizon, moving freely through space becomes impossible, while moving freely through time becomes possible. I can't even imagine what that's like. Since unrestricted spatial movement is impossible, you can never escape a black hole. Oh, that makes sense. So, for example, if Okabe jumped into a black hole, time for him would stretch into infinity. Oh, it's just like I would get stuck in time forever, like not in the same time, but like in all those different time I'm moving across, but I'm always staying there in the same place, but I am seeing all every time ever. Since light cannot escape, human eyes cannot see the other side of the event horizon. Oh yeah, I can't see too because there's no light. Observing a black hole from the outside is impossible, so nothing about the inside could be proven. There is an exception, however. This exception is vital when you use a curved black hole for time travel. Get to the point. The curved black hole's ring singularity. Since it's spinning, it has angular momentum. Like I said, in Japanese please. Didn't I already explain how the core spins? Just think of that as having momentum. If you keep giving Mik-chan and Cho-chan electrons, they will rotate faster and faster. And when their angular momentum exceeds a certain threshold, the event horizon will disappear, and the singularity will become a naked singularity. Naked? You mean the magical girl costumes expose a lot of skin, right? When does the anime adaptation air? Oh god. Koitsu and I ignore Daru's nonsense. Naked. You mean it becomes observable. When the event horizon disappears, there is no more reason for time and space to change places, meaning that you can enter a naked singularity without being trapped. And then the existence of the naked singularity allows the principle of causality to be violated and the general theory of relativity to fail. 2 hours to finish one chapter. Does that include the last stream too? Because last stream was the same chapter. We are still in the same chapter. I mean, this is currently the next chapter. The laws of physics are broken. Can such a thing exist? The negation of the theory of relativity and the principle of causality means serious paradoxes can occur. Didn't Kurisu said that earlier? Nothing in principle stops curved black hole from existing. It seems inconsistent, but the math never lies. Since the principle of causality fails, it would be possible to travel to the past by entering a naked singularity. John Titor said the same thing, so Titor's time machine is using CERN's technology. But Titor's time travel was a compact small enough to fit into a car. The LHC is 227 kilometers long, but they managed to get it down to travel size in just 24 years. One thing I don't understand is how they inject electrons into the singularity. Look, this is a picture of the LHC, but there is strange equipment installed at the proton collision site. It looks like they call it a lifter, But just what it is, just what is it? Daru, have you heard of it? Lifter. I think I saw that in the Z program files. Wanna Google it? Don't Google it, man. FBI is watching. Great. Daru opens up a browser window and enters Lifter into a search engine. Oh, we've got hits. About 4... I don't want to say it, like 422,000 results. Yeah, okay. That many? I guess it's not a secret. Could this be it? Ionocraft? Ions. Ions are charged particles. The meaning matches. We clicked on a link that says Ionocraft Lifter. It takes us to a video. Lifter technology, demonstration and explanation. It looks like some dim garage, but it doesn't seem like anything secretive. Just a garage like you'd see in an average American home. At the center of the screen is a triangular shape made of some kind of metal. It looks about 10 cm high and about 30 cm wide. It's connected to some sort of generator by a thin wire. Looks like some really cheap equipment. That's all there is. Nothing else. After explaining something in some language I don't understand, Russian maybe, the person filming the video slowly turns the power on, and then it's floating. The silvery triangle floats soundlessly into the air. Then it remains stationary. That's anti-gravity device. Don't be ridiculous. That would be the big breakthrough of the century. It is called an ionocraft, so it probably has something to do with electrodes and charged air. Koritsu doesn't sound as confident as she usually does. We looked up more information on the ionocraft lifter. Lots of sites have detailed instructions on how to make lifters, but I don't know how they work since the sites all give conflicting theories. CERN is using this lifter technology. It's a vital component of their time machine. If they can manipulate micro-singularities, time, mass, and gravitational field, then these things really are anti-gravity devices. Well, under those exact conditions, I guess you might not be entirely wrong. Incredible! My curiosity is growing more by the second. But it looks like CERN's having trouble with adjusting their lifter. They don't have the full control over the micro-singularity's gravity, so they can't make a true naked singularity. That must be the reason why the subjects turned into jellymen. Koitsu nods. Since the singularity is still closed, the subject is crushed by its tremendous gravity. Oh, so it's only partly work, like they actually can travel, but they somehow couldn't contain the strength, so it just becomes jelly. As a result, substances become fractalized. Let's go with that hypothesis. Of course, there's no way to be sure that it's right. It might take months to prove. Koritsu shrugs her shoulders in resignation. What the fuck? So CERN's lifter is still incomplete. If Titor is telling the truth, then CERN won't complete their time machine for another 24 years. If we can complete the phone wave, again named subject to change first, then we will have outwitted CERN. We don't have half the equipment or funding CERN does. What makes you think you can solve a problem that even they can't? This isn't that simple. CERN still hasn't figured out how to set the subject's destination in time or space. There should be evidence of how scattered the Jellyman discoveries were. We don't even know if this is all of them. There could be Jellyman buried underground or floating in space. Actually, I'm almost certain there are. There's no point traveling through time if you could end up tens of thousands of kilometers away from Earth. It is not practical at all. Titor said he had a variable gravity lock system. You can use that to lock on to Earth gravity and ensure it arrives somewhere on the planet's surface. Titor's explanation on that point was vague. He mentioned having such a device, but he didn't explain how it worked. But if you are only moving through time, won't you just arrive the same location? Of course not. Why not? Because the Earth is always moving. Right. Rotation and revolution. Earth rotation's velocity is about 1,650 kilometers per hour. Its orbital velocities around the Sun is about 114,000 kilometers per hour. Yes, thanks. Fuck me. Meaning 1 hour ago, we were that far away from where we are now. Cool, yeah. Whoa, what do you think about it like that? We are earth-shattering fast. We received a mail from Ferris. Ferris, have you bought the either way? Important secret hidden. The key to unlock it is oops. The bell. Oh wait. Seems like there's something. Okay. Have you bought Fantastic single the theme song blah 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 really popular blah blah yeah, it's my duty as a line editor. Anyway, there's an important secret hidden in Phantasm's song. The key to unlocking it is oops. The bell is ringing, yeah, looks like someone's here. Better see who it is. Who is it, man? What? I feel like very conspire now, you know, like all this conspiracy shit now. Like what's happening to Ferris? Should I reply it? Let's not reply it. Let's just keep talking for now. And that's not all. The solar system is a part of Milky Way. And the Milky Way spins like a giant whirlpool. There are various theories, but basically the Earth moves about 15 million kilometers a day. How can she roll all those numbers so smoothly off her tongue? Same, man, same. I feel you. WTF is going on anymore? Yes! So many things are going on right now. I get that she's a genius, but it's hardly common knowledge. Has she been doing research on the topic? Anyway, I think what happened here, you don't have to like pay too much attention to it. Basically, it's just that they're just trying to see how to make the time travel machine thing. we've kinda gotten to a ludicrous scale. By the way, the Milky Way is a part of a larger cluster of galaxies, which is itself part of an even larger supercluster. And these clusters and superclusters might be moving too. If that's the case, we are moving even more than 50 million kilometers a day. The point is that setting the destination would require insane calculations, even if you only want to travel 1 second into the past. Doing it by hand is impossible, and it might take years for a supercomputer to come up with a solution just to get you to the same location. Then we have no choice. We need to find Titor and borrow his variable gravity system. Great idea! Go for it! I wonder how CERN is dealing with this problem. Let's call Titor. I can't call him yet. Let's reply to Ferris. Important secret. I'm aware. They are said to contain directions to the sanctuary, as well as the prophecy regarding to the end of the world. Isn't that right? Theme song. Is that sort of operation stability? Band vocalist. I feel a strong. I'll just reply whatever. Hopefully Ferris is doing okay. I don't know what that bell thing is about. Seems sus as fuck, you know. I wonder how CERN is dealing with this problem. After blowing me off? What? This sounds so fucking wrong, man. After blowing me off, Kuritsu goes back to reading CERN's documents, and they sounded like that. They were like, fuck, man. It's innocent here. I think it's innocent here. I don't think anything happened. Taru and I aren't good with English, so there's nothing we can do but let her work. Alright. Well, that basically ends the scene. Dawn breaks. Alright. This is next day. So let's call it a day. That's quite a lot for me to handle too. I'm liking this a lot. It's getting very, very interesting. I've been playing this shit for 12 hours, by the way. Damn, son. Alright, let's call it a day. Yeah, so we learned quite a lot today, actually. Somehow. We haven't messed with the IBM machine yet, so that might give us some new infos as well, but we found out that CERN is indeed successfully created, not successfully, but sort of successfully created a time machine, and it allows people to travel to the past, but at the cost of their lives, apparently. And then, in doing so, the process, they become jellified. So that feels like what we were doing before with the phone wave. Again, name subject to change. It seems like the jellification process is happening. Is something that both of our experiment has similarity. There is a lot left. Really? I don't know what's a lot left. But yeah, it seems like time travel thing is correct, and we were able to verify John Titor's claims, like all his futuristic claim. We might be able to confirm that it is true. Yeah, so lots of stuff. Damn. Yeah. And we don't know what happened to Ferris. Somehow she got distracted by a bell and then went to open the door. don't know what happened. There's more story. It's a very long game. Seems like it. Yeah, I'm very interested to see where this is going. And then what else? We don't know what's the deal with the downstairs girl, the Suzuha girl. What's her problem with Kuritsu? Yeah, so that's an interesting part, because we suspect she came from the future, right? So I mean, she's from a different time, right? So she must have met Kuritsu in a different time before, and you know that, and they seems to be like in an enemy kind of situation, you know. So that's interesting. And then other than that, we still have the Shining Finger girl, who seems to want the IBN 500 so much. I suspect we will be dealing her in the next part of the stream, I guess, in the next stream, next part of the story. Yeah, so like, yeah, interesting stuff. It seems like we will be seeing a lot of interesting stuff soon. Yeah, so anyway, I will end the stream here. Yeah, pretty fun stuff, really interesting. So thanks for joining us tonight. Yeah, if you are still here, and it's quite late too, so have a great night. Yeah, so great stuff. Yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for joining today. Hopefully we'll see what happens on the next one. Cool. Yeah, cool indeed. Yeah, alright. Good night, everyone.